learners, you are welcome once again to Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. And today we want to explore the world of geometry. So let's move.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
All right, so we want to look at the introduction to lines and angles today. And lines and angles are fundamental concepts in geometry, and they form the basis for understanding more complex shapes and figures. So let's explore the world of lines and angles together. The journey will help us understand and solve many geometric problems that involves line and angles. Thank you. So, sum of angles on a straight line, this is one of those things, concepts that we need to learn under lines and angles. When two or more angles share a common vertex and lie on the same straight line, the sum of their measures always add up to 180 degrees. So how do we illustrate that geometrically? Okay, so let's have a straight line. Having a straight line, then a vertex is just where two where two lines meet. So this can be a vertex. Okay, so we have, this is an angle. Any point where two lines meet, we have an angle. So this is an angle. This can be another line. This is another angle, and this is another angle. So we have three angles forming at that particular vertex. So in this case, the sum of their measures. So if this is angle A, and this is angle B, and this is angle C. So the sum of their measures, when you add them together, A plus B plus C, will give us 180 degrees. And that is the meaning of that particular statement. So just imagine a straight street with two corners. So a particular street, what they are just trying to say there is that we can have a street here, another street here coming together. So at this particular point, in fact, we can have another road which is a street to this side, another street to this side. So that's just an example of how we can imagine geometry, lines and angles. So this add up to 180 degrees, and we have an example here. If angle A is 75 degrees, then B is what? 180 minus 75. And that is only if we have just two angles. So we may have another one. Let me use another one here. And we have this here. So this is the vertex. And we have this angle here. So if angle A, let's assume that this is angle A, it is 75 degrees. Then what is the measure of angle B? What is the measure of angle B? So in this case, from the theorem, the angles add up to give us 180 degrees. So B plus 75 equals 180. And from that, B equals what? 105 degrees. 105 degrees. So that is that. The second one, if angle B is 120 degrees, then angle A is what? 180 minus. That is if there are also two angles. So we just get the other one by subtracting the first one from 180 degrees. So that is that. Now we move to another concept too, which is vertically opposite angle. So what do we mean by vertically opposite angle? In this case, we have two lines intersecting. Do you remember what you mean by intersect? When we say two lines intersect, it means they form a kind of Z. This is intersect. Another one is coming like this. So they form what we call a Z, an X. So sometimes we call vertically opposite angle X angle. So how do we form that? So when two lines intersect, they form four angles. The angles are directly opposite to each other and are called vertically opposite angles. So this angle and this angle are vertically opposite. This angle and this angle are also what? Vertically opposite angles. So it means if this is angle A, this is angle B, this is angle C, and this is angle D, then we say that what? A is vertically opposite to C. B is vertically opposite to what? To D. Is that clear? A is vertically opposite to C and B is vertically opposite to what? To D. And in such a case, we say vertically opposite angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles are what? Equal. So that is the property here. Vertically opposite angles are equal. So this description, so in this case, we can say angle A and angle C. Look at it. Angle A and angle C are vertically opposite, like I've mentioned. So, and as a result, they are equal. All right. So angles on parallel lines. So in this case, we are also going to another same concept, a similar concept to what we have learned. So they are all concepts that we are trying to review to be able to understand lines and angles together. Now we are talking about having two streets or two roads, and you have another road that is what that can link them together. These are parallel lines. Parallel lines. You remember the definition of parallel lines? Lines that do not meet. Yes, you are right. So we have another one, a transversal. We call this a transversal. All right, a transversal. So in such a case, we have some angles that are formed. Some angles are formed. This is an angle here, A. This is another angle here, B. This is another angle, C. This is another angle, D. We can also have another one here. Now, there are relationship between them. And that is why we are talking about corresponding angles and alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Corresponding angle and alternate. So what do we mean by that? Now, I will take us to this. Corresponding angles. We have corresponding angles here. And corresponding angles, we also call it F angle. Corresponding angle, we call it what? F angle. F. We use this for F angle. We use this for Z angle. All right. So how do we, let me explain that. Now, from here, you know, we can get a Z. We can also get, that is when we have two parallel lines. We can have a Z. We also have what? F. Two parallel lines. So in this case, this and this, we say they are corresponding. You see, if this is just the top and this is the bottom. This is top and this is bottom. All right. So the bottom and the bottom here are what? Are corresponding. And the top with the top here are also what? Corresponding. So that is just what we mean by corresponding angle. Then we also have what? Alternate angles. So what do we mean by alternate angles? When you have a Z. When you have a Z, this is a Z. It could be, sometimes you can turn it. It will become an N and so on. So if you have something of such, then we pick the corner here and the corner here. We say they are what? They are alternate. Alternate. So by the time you extend this, if you extend this, we can also say that this and this, extend this and this are also what? Are also alternate. So that is what we mean by alternate angle and what? Corresponding angle. So I've been able to explain it. So in this case, how do we now link them together? How do we link them? So we can say A and the what? A here. Okay, let me label this in another. This is A, B, C, D. This is E, F, G, H. All right, so we should be able to say something there. That A and E are corresponding. D and H are what? Corresponding. The same thing come to this side. B and F are corresponding. C and G are what? Corresponding. Then let's move to alternate. From alternate, you see, that's why they use the word interior. Interior, it is only the one interior, the one inside that are what? That are alternate. And in that case, this one, this is alternate to this. That's D is alternate to F, C is alternate to E. So that is for alternate angle. So I hope you understand that. We are going to solve some questions now. Corresponding angles are a pair of angles that occupy the same position relative to the transversal line and the parallel lines. So they have equal measures. Vertical angles are pairs of angles that are directly opposite to each other. So if A is 60 degrees, then angle E is what? Is also what? 60 degrees. That's an example. Let me indicate that for you. The diagram, okay, the diagram is missing here. All right, so if you have this, and this is angle A, which is 60, then the angle E is here. This is angle A, this is angle E. This is angle E. It is also 60 degrees. Why? Because they are what? They are corresponding. Is that clear? Then this is angle B. This is angle B, which is 120 degrees. From, you see, even from here, from what we have done before, sum of angle on a straight line. So it means this is 180 minus 60, which is 120. Then this angle here, which is angle F, is also the same thing as what? 120 degrees. All right. So that is just the concept of corresponding angle. And so at the same time, so that is what you mean by corresponding angle. So let's take a look at a vertically opposite angle. If they are vertically opposite angle, so in such a case, here, from what we have also learned, don't forget, we can also have vertically opposite angle. Do you remember vertically opposite angle? Yes, X angle, when we have this, like in scissors. This and this are what? Vertically opposite. So 120, if this is 120, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So this D here is also what? 120 degrees, which is they are vertically opposite. And D and F are also what? Are Z angle. They are what? Z angle. That is, they are what? Alternate. But from here, we have only been able to what? Use corresponding angle and vertically opposite angle. So let's look at some exercises on the concept. Okay, this is the first one in a triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. Okay, let's have a triangle ABC here. Okay, this is triangle ABC. A, B, C. All right. Angle A is x plus 20. This is x plus 20. Angle B is 2x plus 10. 2x plus 10. 2x plus 10. And angle C is 3x minus 10. Angle C is 3x minus 10. 3x minus 10. Okay. Find the value of x and the measure of all the three angles. So how do we do that? Is it different from what we have been doing? No. Just apply the concept. What's the sum of angles in a triangle? It's 180 degrees. So add all the angles given together. So let's go. Angle C, that's 3x minus 10. You can start from any one. Angle B, that's 2x plus 10. Angle A is what? X plus 20. It must give us 180 degrees. Is that clear? So this is 3x plus 2x, 5x plus x, that's 6x. Minus 10 plus 10, that's 0, plus 20 equals 180 degrees. When you collect like terms, we have 6x equals 180 minus 20 will give us 160. And x will be equals to 160 divided by 6. Okay, so we have been able to find, we may just leave it like that, or you can simplify further. But for further question, for further solving, we still leave it like this. But if you need to find the exact value of x, just like they have asked here, so you can just divide with your calculator, or you can use your math trick. Using math trick, what do we have? We have this is 2, that's 12, remainder 4. Here is 6, remainder 4. So, and in that case, that will be 4 over 6, which is 2 over 3. 26, 2 over 3. 27 over 2 over 3. But for further calculation, our x plus 20. X plus 20, so it means our angle A is x plus 20. And that is 160. Okay, you can even use this. 26 whole number 2 over 3 plus 20. That will be 46 whole number 2 over 3. Alright, that is the angle for that. Then the second one, angle B. Angle B, that's 2x plus 10. 2 multiplied by 160 over 6. 2 here 1, 2 here 3. 160 over 3. Plus, that is plus 10. Alright, plus 10. So in that case, if you divide this 3 here is 5. 3 times 5, 15. Remember 1, 3 in 10 is what? 3. Remember 1 over 3 plus 10. And that will give us 63, 1 over 3 degrees. That's for angle B. And then lastly, for angle C, what do we have for that? For angle C, we have 3x minus 10. 3 multiplied by 160 over 6. 160 over 6 minus 10. So 3 here 1, 3 here 2. And 160 divided by 2 will give us what? 80. 80 minus 10 is 70. So that's 70 degrees. So we have been able to find the measures of, we have got the value of x, and at the same time the measures of all the 3 angles. Angle A is what? 46 whole number 2 over 3. Angle B is 63 whole number 1 over 3. And angle C is what? 70. And when you add all of them together, you realize that it gives us what? That particular thing that we are looking for. That is 180 degrees. Now, problem 2. 2 parallel lines are intersected by a transversal line. If one of the interior angles is 70 degrees, find the measure of all other angles. How do we do that? Okay. So, if you have this, 2 parallel lines intersected by a transversal. This is 2 parallel lines. They intersected by a transversal. This is a transversal. If one of the interior angles, interior, you understand what we mean by interior? This is exterior, exterior, and these are interiors. So the interior angles is 70 degrees, one of the interior. If you look at this is this and this, you understand, you remember the concept of obtuse angle and acute angle. So this is an acute angle. It will be 70 degrees. 70 degrees. And then find the other angles. Other interior angles. Find all other angles. So from here, if you label this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Alright. I'll find some and leave the rest for you as practice. Okay, so this is A. Don't forget the concept of vertically opposite angle. So A is 70. Angle A is 70 degrees. Vertically opposite angle. X angle. Now, from here, this is angle on a straight line. Sum of angle on a straight line. A straight line is not necessarily to be horizontal. It can be vertical, it can be oblique. So, in that case, B plus 70. B plus 70 will give us what? 180 degrees. Sum of angles on a straight line. And B will be equals to 110 degrees. B equals 110 degrees. And D is also vertically opposite. So D is also 110 degrees. So let me add one more and give the rest to you to solve. Now, if you can bring the concept of alternate angle, Z angle. This is Z. So the inside and the inside are equal. So E equals to 70 because they are alternate. All right, they are alternate. So question, you have this question under 1 minute. Let me give you 60 seconds to actually figure it out. The question is in the diagram. PQ is a straight line. Calculate the value of the angle labeled 2y. This angle is labeled 2y. Calculate the value of that angle. Thank you. Okay, you are welcome back. So we have this question and we want to find the value of 2y. 2y. So I hope you understand. Did you get it? Wow. Okay, let's look at it together. Let's go together. All right. So what do you observe? This is in the diagram. PQ is a straight line. This is a straight line. It's a straight line. And when we have a straight line, sum of angles on a straight line is 180 degrees. Thank you. So it means the sum up here is 180. The sum down here will also give us 180. All right. Now let's see which one can we easily get. This is 80 degrees. This is 50 degrees. So this is x. We have just one unknown there. So let's get that first. All right. So 80 plus 50 plus x plus 10 equals what? Equals 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Okay, so this is 130 plus 10, 140 plus x. 140 plus x equals 180 degrees. And x is equals to what? 40. Good. So x equals to 40. But we have been asked to find the angle labeled 2y. Where is that angle? This is the angle here, 2y. So this is x is what? 40. Let's come here. Don't forget that 2y and 2x. They make up 180 degrees because they are on a straight line. So from there you can get 2x. 2x will be equal to 2 times 40. And that is what? 80. So the answer is out. So it means 2y plus 80 make up, 2y and 80 make up 180 degrees. They are angle on a straight line. So equals 180 degrees. And then 2y equals what? 100. We don't need to find y here because they have said find the angle labeled 2y. And that is why we are going to leave the answer like that. So 2y is 100. The question did not ask find y. Find 2y. That's the question. So I believe you got that right. Wow, you got that? Good, great. So we are going to stop here and then till another time we meet.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
If there are questions or comments, you can make use of the link on the screen. Thank you very much.
Acing your WAEC and NECO examinations has been made easy by the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education with the Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO Candidates television program. Join seasoned teachers as they take you through these core subjects: mathematics, English language, physics, chemistry, and biology, targeting the exact syllabus of WAEC and NECO. Watch Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates on this station. Learners can also connect with Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates through these social media platforms to access more educational content and give their feedback. Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. Pass your examinations with flying colors.